to read your resume. And that's what this class today is all about. It's about creating that resume, which I have to actually build. Now, the good news is that I'm not reinventing the wheel. It's already created. Now, the point is this. That's your organization. That's you. That's who you want. Obviously, as I said, you want an exchange or a value exchange. You give them product, service, they give you cash in return. But you need to do this by creating, capturing, and deliver. And your business model has to actually show these off. Now, if I want to make lemonade, I need to be able to create the medium, which is the stand, okay, to actually try to create value. Then I try to capture it, obviously, by the people that drink this stuff. And then they give me what I want. And that's how value is created. It's very simple. This is very stupid. Why are there not enough business plans that make it this simple? More important. If your business plan has a flaw, where do you go buy and read it? So, we're going to introduce a concept of a canvas, which most of you have actually heard of it, I'm sure, but I'm actually going to emphasize the value of it today, specifically so that you can make money. Okay? Now, a canvas is nothing else than a housekeeping tool. It's just a tool, but it's an important tool because it allows you not only to create, but the important question here is to analyze your business model in one page. That's what it does. And it helps you, and it helps the guy that want to invest in your company. Okay? Now, it's something very important. People usually think, and I actually thought myself too, that after a 56-page business plan, cash was going to flow in. And that does not happen. So don't get too excited. Okay, there's no cash here, there's no gold to be collected. But what you have, it's a tool that helps you monitor and land your concept. It helps you actually figure out if what you have, it's sellable, scalable, or if it's just a flash in the pan. Okay? Actually, most of you, raise your hand who is in technology, who is actually developing some sort of software. Okay, actually, let me raise your hand if your startup is not about software. Great. So you're not the majority. Now, for those of you that are the majority, the question is your software sellable? That's an important question. Not that many Facebooks out there. And chances are there won't be. So the question is that if you're doing software, are you actually in the right line of business? Are you into a B2B environment? Should you sell this somewhere else? I help you guys with pricing. One of the things that I can tell you that this whole model of you pay me 0.0001 cent per user that comes in and logs it in, or I'm actually going to improve your business and I'm actually going to collect 0.01% of your profit doesn't work. Nobody likes that. I don't want to share my profits with anybody. FedEx will not do it either. So my point is that where do I go to see how your business model goes and if it's random or scalable or sellable? Well, the canvas does that. Because the canvas forces you, just like a recipe does, to think the very basic issues that your business has, put it on a piece of paper, and then you roll. And the beautiful thing is that everybody has time to read a one-page paper, right? So if you actually want to test this with somebody else, there's no better way to do it than through a business model canvas. Now the canvas is a process. And because this is a process that involves logic, one of the biggest mistakes or errors that entrepreneurs do is that they do it once and they don't think it through. Only to find out that a VC did, and then they figure out your BS, and then they just cut you. And maybe you could have been great, and all of a sudden, you're sent back to the trash because obviously nobody can understand that you're into business or how you capitalize or monetize. And because it's just a process and there's a tool of processes over there for businesses, the question is, are you consistent and constant with it? The business canvas allows you to be consistent and constant, but it's a constant exercise, okay? And that's one of the things that I see with businesses. In fact, I was actually just consulting a large-scale company that is the largest regional company. Actually, it's the second largest in the world. And they don't know what business they're in. And that's interesting. because they make a lot of money. Why? Because they fail to actually look at what they're into. So they make a lot of money, but they're losing a lot of money too. So a canvas allows you to look at this and actually figure out where your gaps are or who you need to contact or partner with so that you actually have a sellable or a marketable business. Now, it's very simple. You can actually, not only with the canvas, you can create new business models easily. So if you figure out that there's another solution that you can actually attach to it, usually in software it happens, you can actually make another business canvas and actually see if it works or how it works. But you can analyze and update existing business model information, and that's key. Because chances are that unless you are very prepared on your business model, I bet you that it will change within the next 6 months to a year if you choose to do this concept. It will change. Not all the other benefits that you have about the canvas are regarded as a business, but it also allows you to innovate. It allows you to actually put into the canvas new information as you develop it. It also helps you or helps others understand your vision, how you see things, your business model, but also the context in which you operate. And if you're in software, usually that's the biggest problem I have. You know why I got into brokerage? I couldn't get into law, into medical school. I got accepted when I was an international student. And on our ignorance, we didn't know that international students needed all cash, needed all the cash up front on an escrow account for the 4 years of medical school. So I didn't plan for that. I couldn't go. So I needed to look for a job. Incredibly enough, brokerage firms wanted me and a bunch of people like me because we came from a science background. I graduated in 1999, so the whole hot issues were two, .coms and biotech. So they needed analysts for biotech, precisely because they said we need somebody that tells us exactly what the heck is this company into, so we know if we can actually put $100 million into it. Well, nowadays software is the same. Sometimes the intricacies of software or technology are so into that sometimes only you and your mom understand exactly what you're into business, and no one else does. So a business canvas allows you to present to others exactly what are you into. And at the very end, it's also very useful because I use the canvas actually to implement my business. When I make this up, usually it's a lot of guessing, I can start setting up hypotheses and I can start confirming them if they're true or not. And this is key if you have a startup environment, because you usually don't know where you're gonna go. So this allows you to see which things of your business model can actually operate and which ones can't. So let's dive into the canvas. It's 9 building blocks. Usually, raise your hand if you've never seen this. Everybody has seen this? Right, I mean, I'm not reinventing the wheel here, right? That's good. Okay, it has 9 blocks, out of which I'm actually going to focus on these 2 today, because they are, in my view, the most important things that you need to get solved very well, but at the end. Also, these are the things that the VC or the investor sees. The rest is just complementary to this, okay? It has to be with your value proposition and the customer segments you serve. I see this, and in 30 seconds I know there's cash here to be made, or this is just noise. So I'm going to focus a little bit. There's another way how people actually draw these, and people like it on a more graphical point. It's exactly the same thing as you saw before. It's exactly the same thing, 9 blocks. All right? And again, the simpler the better. The more stupid, the better. Because usually the secret for VCs is kids. Keep it simple and stupid. All right, customer segments, very easily. Okay, which customers are you serving? Please take note. I want to know your customer segments. I don't want to know your customers. I don't want you to tell me I help the world be better. No. I want to know objective clients and customer segments. And usually, the question is, who specifically are you creating value to? Okay, or who are your most important customers, the guys that actually pay money for it. On Facebook, who are the most important customers? Correct? Companies, okay? Companies? Anybody says something else? Who's the most important client on Facebook?
Advertisers and users.
Advertiser and users. Wow, that sounds too global. Okay? But you're close. Who is the most important client on Facebook? Who does not use Facebook here? So you're a user. So that business, who do they sell to? Which one is the customer segment? You understand the point I'm trying to get? If you say users, it doesn't say anything to me. If I'm a VC and I'm looking at this, I need to know exactly what the customer segment is. 16 to 25 years old, female, male, ABC1 economic segment, who actually change, who actually are social livers. Social beings, nowadays they're actually using 84% of their time on their smartphone. That's their client. That's their customer. Advertisers, obviously they're the paying customers, but the actual customer, it's the user, as you say, but a specific type of user. The next one is the value proposition. So, for this particular customer segment or segments, what are you particularly offering? Why should they care? And that's a very important question. A lot of the startups that I actually consult or mentor, they figure out that there's something that the customer wants, but they have failed to ask the customer if they